You can finally let out that breath. The exams are over, and you get to hear that test booklet slam shut for the last time. It's an enormous relief, and you deserve a huge pat on the back for getting through. You've survived the gauntlet of the IGCSE Math curriculum. Whether it was tackling Paper 2, grinding through Paper 4, or navigating the 0607 Paper 6, the grueling hours of preparation are officially behind you. But here is the reality of mathematical progression. That feeling of finality is temporary. The testing phase is complete, but the long-term journey toward true mathematical mastery has simply hit a pause. What happens next is a highly predictable psychological phenomenon. The pressure drops and a conceptual vacuum opens up as students rapidly flush complex information out of their brains to make room for summer. This animation illustrates exactly what happens to high-level concepts in that post-exam vacuum. Foundational pillars like geometric vectors, the specific direction and magnitude lines you spent weeks perfecting, start to drift away and dissolve the moment you stop practicing them. The same decay happens to differentiation. As the math shifts into these complex calculus curves, the logic fractures. Without active reinforcement, the connections between these higher-order concepts break down into isolated, forgotten segments. Moving into advanced studies with these specific connections severed creates a massive structural weakness. When you eventually encounter advanced calculus or physics, the missing pieces from your IGCSE days will make the new material nearly impossible to grasp. The academic landscape itself is also moving beneath your feet. We are now looking directly at the implementation of the new 2025 syllabus structure. These shifting syllabus rules require an entirely different preparation strategy. The topics emphasized and the style of the questions asked are changing, meaning old study habits will yield diminishing returns for incoming students. If you are a current Year 10 or Grade 9 student, your preparation window is shrinking rapidly. You have exactly less than 1 year until it is your turn to sit for these updated exams. To anticipate the demands of this new syllabus, past exam papers cannot be used casually. They must be weaponized as data gathering tools, analyzing exactly which topics the examiners are prioritizing. We also have to account for the reality that recent global disruptions have heavily impacted this specific cohort. Learning baselines are uneven across the board, and traditional classroom rhythms have been severely interrupted. Navigating an updated 2025 syllabus within a compressed, disrupted 1-year timeframe requires zero passivity. You need a highly strategic, active review plan to secure those top grades. There is a vast difference in rigor between surviving the IGCSEs and mastering an A-level or IB curriculum. The IGCSE tests your ability to follow mathematical procedures, while advanced programs demand that you synthesize and invent solutions from scratch. This diagram shows the concept of the transition bridge. The bottom block represents your IGCSE foundation, and it often contains hidden, porous gaps. When the significantly larger, denser weight of an A-level or IB workload descends onto it, stress fractures appear wherever the lower block is hollow. To safely support that new academic weight, you have to actively organize and transform your past exam notes. You must locate those porous gaps and fill them in with solid material, reinforcing the base before the heavy lifting begins. Merely passing your IGCSE exams is a false finish line. True readiness for a demanding A-level or IB curriculum depends entirely on finding and bridging those hidden conceptual gaps before day one. Ascending to advanced mathematics requires structural confidence, the deep, verified certainty that every layer of your foundational logic is crack-proof. Building that confidence starts with a syllabus map. You have to chart the exact transition path from your current baseline knowledge up to the specific requirements of your upcoming advanced curriculum. Using a systematic roadmap like this allows you to stop guessing. You can systematically isolate your own unique blind spots and target those exact weaknesses without wasting time on concepts you already understand. Executing a forward-looking strategy like this shifts a student's entire posture, replacing reactive test-taking stress with a proactive, intentional command of their academic trajectory. Attempting to audit your own knowledge gaps while jumping between complex curriculums is incredibly difficult. You cannot fix a conceptual blind spot if you don't realize it's there in the first place. That is why personalized, expert mentorship is a necessity. An experienced guide can accurately target these specific curriculum jumps, identify exactly where your logic breaks down, and help you bridge those individual gaps efficiently. Consistent one-on-one guidance ensures that a forgotten rule of differentiation or a misunderstood vector doesn't compound into a full-blown academic crisis halfway through a 2-year advanced program. To get that tailored expert guidance for your child's specific learning needs, connect with Fundoo Tutor today. They have the roadmap to ensure your next academic leap is a successful one.